Your effort will pay off, money bag. Rain hammered down on the cracked streets of Queens, New York, as if the sky itself was punishing the city. Neon lights from the corner deli flickered, casting ghostly reflections on the wet pavement. Inside a dimly lit basement apartment, 27-year-old Aamir sat hunched over his laptop, his eyes bloodshot, his hands trembling from too much coffee and too little sleep. He had been in America for 4 years. 4 years of promises, disappointments, and endless double shifts. In the morning, he stocked shelves at a grocery store. At night, he drove Uber until his eyelids burned. But tonight, he wasn't working for tips. Tonight, he was working for a dream. Just one chance, he whispered, typing furiously. Just one chance, and everything will change. The weight of survival. Back home in Pakistan, Aamir had been a university topper. Here, in the land of opportunity, he was invisible. His accent made customers impatient. His resume went unnoticed. His bank account stayed near zero, except for the rent that swallowed most of it every month. His father called once a week. "Beta, how is America? You must be earning well." Aamir lied, every time. "Yes, Abba, soon I'll send money." But truth was a different story. He could barely feed himself. Still, every night after work, he studied coding tutorials. He watched videos until the sun rose. He practiced building apps that no one cared about. He believed he needed to believe that one day, his effort would mean something. The unexpected break. One night, while scrolling through freelance sites, he saw a post, "Urgent, need developer for e-commerce app, must deliver in 48 hours. 1,500 payout." His heart skipped. 1,500 was 3 months of rent. Without thinking, he sent a proposal. Hours later, a reply came. "You're hired. Deliver in 2 days." Aamir froze. 2 days for something this big, it was madness. But he couldn't walk away. He called in sick to both jobs, knowing it meant risking his paycheck. For 48 hours, he didn't sleep. He coded until his fingers cramped, his vision blurred, and his chest ached. By the second night, he collapsed on the floor, his laptop beside him, whispering, "Ya Allah, let this work." When the deadline hit, he uploaded the files. Silence followed. Minutes dragged like hours. Then a message appeared, "Payment released." "Thank you." A notification chimed 1,500 in his account. For the first time in years, Aamir cried not from despair, but from relief. Rising and falling. That single job became his turning point. Word spread, reviews grew, and within 6 months, Aamir had steady freelance clients. He quit Uber. He quit stocking shelves. He worked from his tiny apartment, sending money home, finally fulfilling his father's faith in him. But success is never simple. With money came temptation. He upgraded his phone, bought designer sneakers, and started sending gifts back home to prove he was thriving. He told his friends, "I'm making it now." And then came the biggest opportunity. A startup in Manhattan wanted him as a full-time developer. Salary, 6 figures. It was the American dream wrapped in a contract. The night before his first day, he dressed in his best shirt and tie. He looked at himself in the cracked bathroom mirror and whispered, "Your effort paid off, Aamir. This is it." But destiny is cruel. The twist. On the way to Manhattan, Aamir took the subway. As the train screeched through the tunnels, 2 men boarded loud, aggressive, eyes scanning for prey. One shoved Aamir, barking, "Watch where you're going, foreigner." Aamir stayed quiet, clutching his backpack. But when the man tried to snatch it, instinct made Aamir resist. Inside that bag was his laptop, the very thing that built his new life. The struggle lasted seconds. A punch landed. The train lurched. Aamir fell, hitting his head against the metal pole. When the train doors opened, the men fled with nothing. Commuters rushed, calling for help. Aamir lay there, bleeding, fading in and out of consciousness. The aftermath. 2 weeks later, he woke in a hospital bed. His head was stitched, his vision blurry. A police officer told him they never caught the men. The company that had offered him the job had already moved on to another candidate. All his dreams gone in a moment of violence. But his laptop had survived. And when he opened it, still weak, he saw dozens of client messages waiting. Projects, payments, opportunities. The world hadn't ended. Something inside him shifted. He realized the job, the salary, the flashy dream that wasn't the true victory. The real victory was his resilience. His effort had not been for nothing. Full circle. Months later, Aamir wasn't just freelancing, he was running his own small software company. He hired 2 other immigrants like him, both struggling to survive in America. Together, they built apps, websites, and a name for themselves. One evening, as the sun set over Queens, he video called his father. "Abba," he said, smiling for the first time without guilt, "I'm sending you money every month now. Pay off the debts. Fix the roof. And listen, next year, I'll bring you here to visit." His father's eyes glistened. "Beta. I always knew. Your effort will pay off." Aamir looked around his small but lively office, his team working behind him, laughter echoing against the walls. He thought of the rain-soaked nights, the exhaustion, the loneliness, the subway blood on the floor. And he realized every drop of sweat, every sacrifice, every scar, it had all led here. The final frame. That night, walking home, he passed a billboard in Times Square: "Success is not luck. Success is effort." He stopped, staring at it, rain once again falling on the city streets. For a moment, he saw himself reflected in the glass storefronts, not the desperate immigrant who once stocked shelves, but the man who fought, bled, and endured. And with a quiet, unshakable certainty, Aamir whispered into the New York night, "Yes. Your effort will pay off. Always."